We got so many experience points out of that. Holy crap. But I did get Speed Breaker. We did it. Quick, open the doors and pull out whoever's inside before they... That won't be necessary. I detect no vital signs. There never were any. It was fully automated to begin with. Wait, what? Are you freaking kidding me? The terrorists brought archaisms with them too. They weren't exaggerating about having friends in high places. There's no time to worry about that. We have to resume the pursuit or else they'll... That does not sound good. Gunfire? What could be happening? Come on, we gotta move. This is the ones who want to kill Osborne, so this is probably the Red Constellation taking him out. You feel bad for Randy? No. Dang it. Oh. That's a bit overkill. You said uh-oh SpaghettiOs, and instinctively I wanted to be like, you mean uh-oh Scorpios, because that's what their constellation is, but then I thought that would be cringe. But I said it anyway. The Red Constellation. Why would you? It's business. Contractual obligation. We've already sent your associates who destroyed the anti-aircraft radars up to Idios too. Feel free to join them in her arms. How regrettable. Surely, kill the one still cowering in the back there. Ooh, can I? Eep. Oh, what's the matter? Don't worry. I'll give you a fair chance. Just you and me. One-on-one. You lose. Thanks for playing. Stop. Hey, no fun. I was getting to the best parts. Young master. Took you long enough. Uncle, Shirley. What the heck are all of you doing here? We're too late. That terrorist leader had a character portrait to die like 5 minutes later. I also forgot to read Wazy's line. What have you done? How could you just slaughter them like this? Weren't you listening? It's business. We killed the terrorists that were here to assassinate the Imperial Chancellor and the Empire's eldest prince. Because that is what the Imperial government hired us to do. You can't be serious. Serious as a heart attack. Want to see our contract with the Imperial government? It's got a stamp on it and everything. You know what that means, don't ya? We are off limits to you. No touchy. No touchy. It can't be. Crossbell State Law, Article 19, Paragraph 3. At all times, the Crossbell state government shall recognize and defer to the executive authority of the Erebonian and Calvardian administrations. That's right. In other words, we were acting as proxies of the imperial authorities. Official executioners, with diplomatic immunity, I might add. You plotted this from the very beginning. Uncle. Why did you have to kill them? What reason could there possibly be? They were no threat to you. You could have just as easily disarmed them, couldn't you? So why did you? Pathetic. Rip. No, Randy. Randy. Are you okay, Randy? What part of the word execution do you have trouble understanding? You of all people should be no stranger to carnage of this caliber. If you want to blame someone, look in the mirror. Perhaps things would have ended differently had you done your jobs and caught them first. I doubt the Blood and Iron Chancellor minds your failure, though. He might just send a fruit basket for all the political leverage you've handed him. How could we let this happen? As a show of good faith, we'll let this last little rodent go. Surely release him. Oh man. Whatever. It's no fun when they give up this easily. Catch. Don't let him slip out of your fingers again, okay? We're done here. Let's pull out. Time to go cash in our checks. Tonight we feast. Later, guys. Excuse us, young master. See you around, Commander Randolph. You gotta be kidding me. All I wanted was to get away from all of this. Yeah, I agree with you. Poor Randy. Dang, hey, you pests. Why the heck are they helping them? Cowley, those are wanted men. I don't care what authorization the Republican government has granted you. You've no right to take them into custody. Authorization or no, I can't simply ignore what Heiyu's elders commanded me. If that isn't a good enough answer for you, we take no issue with applying a healthy bit of force. I'm interested to see who would win in a match between the Divine Blade of Wind and my associate over here. The Eastern Quarter's legendary Zhongshu. This meeting has been a long time coming in. I understand you excel in direct combat too. I would say we're at a disadvantage. Rest assured, our terrorist friends here are in good hands. Hey, at least they're alive. They've got that going for them. It could, in fact, be worse. They'll simply be utilized as examples to deter other radical Calvardian nationalists. An honor for any political dissident. Don't screw with us. Because if you Easterners are glorious Republicans... He just kicked him. President Rocksmith. That sly dog is even craftier than I had thought. Isn't he, though? I find him to be something of a kindred spirit in that sense. I insist that you direct any and all objections you may have to his administration. Men, let us take our leave. Sir. The same day, 6 p.m. They're trying to stop Grace. I see. Understood. Everyone here is safe and sound. There's no need to worry. What's the status of the terrorists? The Calvardian terrorists were apprehended by several employees of Heiyu Trading. It would appear the Republican government granted them authorization to do so. Pardon? Oh, splendid, splendid. Which would mean you knew they were going to attack beforehand, you idiots. They're friends of ours. Rest assured that we can vouch for their character. As for the Erebonian terrorists, I was told the Red Constellation executed them on orders from the Imperial government. You can't be serious. Chancellor Osborne, what is the meaning of this? You might understand the Imperial government hired Jaegers on foreign soil for the purpose of carrying out a mass execution. You have the right of it. Down to the very last word. He just threw the non-aggression pact just out the window. Set it ablaze, even. There is no non-aggression pact. Surely you know that there is no punishment more fitting than a swift death for daring to take aim at your life, Your Highness. I don't really think they were gunning for Olivert. Gonna be honest. This will serve as a suitable deterrent for the fools hiding in the background. He's one to talk. As troubling as this is, their actions still fall within the bounds of the law. The law clear is the problem. That may be true, but even so, this is far too great a breach of trust. Oh, you misunderstand, Speaker. But more importantly, wouldn't you call today's incident a prime example of what the Chancellor and I were saying? Oh, you mean how you two are the literal problem? Surely you see now that the Crossbell state government is incapable of managing a crisis such as this by itself. You deliberately brought terrorists here. And not only did the terrorists successfully infiltrate the venue of the trade conference, you and yours failed to stop them. If not for our preemptive safeguards, they would have evaded capture. You could consider this proof that the measure we put forward would work in practice. That's right. Forgive my brashness, but consider how close to the brink of death our lives were placed today. What better time than now to seriously consider our proposal to station troops in Crossbell? I don't believe you two. This is borderline coercion. Then this was all intentional. Now I see your aims. A plan this low is despicable, even for you. If I could have your attention, everyone. We still have not concluded discussing the final matter on the agenda. I do believe the Chancellor and President's proposal is worth consideration. However, I would first like to finish the statement I was going to make before we were interrupted by the attack. Oh? What did you wish to bring to the table? Actually, this is not so much a motion to be discussed as it is a declaration of intent. I'd been somewhat hesitant about this idea, but the events that transpired earlier were just the push my resolve needed. So please, allow me to take this opportunity to advocate for one final proposal. What? We can no longer be swayed by the whims and desires of foreign powers. Are you staging a revolution? Good for you. My man. For the sake of lasting peace in the region, no, throughout the entire continent, I hereby propose the citizenry and to all nations of Zemuria that Crossbell be recognized as an independent state. Afterwards. Mayor Crois for the win. He was just letting them all have their moment earlier, and then he's like, well, now you've made me mad. Now we're actually going to have a revolution. On what terms, Mr. Crois? Because he feels like it. You can stage a revolution whenever you want. Although he has more reasons than you really need. My. Look who it is. Fancy meeting you guys here. Ooh, Yin and Shirley. The Red Constellation. The Scarlet Ogre and his daughter. We're at the ready, Lord Sigmund, sir. Relax, men. Neither one of us is in a position to do anything until we've taken care of our client's terms. It would be unprofessional to jump the gun for a little fun, wouldn't it? And not my words, but I agree. This reminds me, I'd like to congratulate you on the successful reopening of Near Blanc. My apologies for not having welcomed you to the neighborhood already. Think nothing of it. You'll have to excuse me for not knocking on your door when we arrived, old friend. Speaking of reminders, how are your colleagues back in the Eastern Quarter? The ones that managed to survive, that is. Quite all right. Thank you very much. Sorry to disappoint you. Though, if it makes you feel any better, I hear the elders still have nightmares, courtesy of all of you. They sure better. We busted right into their little council and took them hostage. You'd have not fared so well had I not been absent on another mission. Wait, are you Yin? The legendary Zhang something? The strongest warrior of the Eastern Quarter? And you must be Bloody Shirley. You're one of the strongest battalion commanders of Eddie Jaeger Corps on the continent, despite being only 16 years old. I guess so. Honestly, I'd way rather do all my hunting solo. But enough about me. What's with the getup? I bet you'd be loads more powerful without that fancy schmancy mask and cape on. I beg your pardon. It's taking a lot out of you, right? Keeping it all together. Your muscles would be a heck of a lot stronger if they could move the way they wanna, right? Well. It does an old man proud to know his daughter's got a good eye for things. Sorry if she hit a sore spot. Shirley knows what she wants when she sees it. Don't mention it. Sao. It's pronounced Sao, like a T-S-A-O. Gotcha. Sao. I suggest we move on ahead, unless you have more catching up you'd like to do. Not at all. Sorry to keep you. Until we meet again. Yeah, See you around. Bye-bye now. Now I just have to hope I remember that the next time we run into him, which I probably won't. Oh my god, chapter 2 is done. Miracle. I was promoted. Invigorate quartz. Okay. I got a trophy. Yes, I will save my game. I think it's funny that continue is beneath delete save. You could so easily just accidentally hit delete save. In the 2 weeks after the West Samuria Trade Conference, Crossbell City was consumed by a quiet enthusiasm. Other states, such as Le Mans, Ohrid, and Northumbria, were recognized by the Holy City of Arteria as retaining sovereignty equal to that of nations. Crossbell, however, had only been granted the autonomy to act as a buffer zone by and between the Empire and the Republic. Additionally, 10% of all state revenue was relinquished to the Empire and the Republic in the form of mandate fees. Crossbell's massive growth as an economic hub, and on the other extreme, its fragile political foundation, allowed for its unique set of circumstances. The state had long been vulnerable to foreign tampering, the rise of criminal organizations, and other complications. As a result, many citizens became sympathetic to Mayor Crois's proposition of independence as the cure to Crossbell's systematic issues. Because he's right. It's either be reconsumed into one or both of those countries, or become your own country. Numerous others, however, feared potential retaliation from the two major powers, and so debates over the pros and cons of Crossbell independence grew more feverish by the day. I mean, they were going to tear us apart either way. Let's be real here.